Hey guys, and welcome back to this video. So now in this particular video we are going to be building dice application. Okay, I hope you got my point. So before I started, let me just tell you that what exactly I did in this project. I just created a new project for the dice application. I hope that you will able to create a new project, and the project is absolutely a fantastic one that's gonna be we are creating. So this will take some time. I don't know how much time it will take, but yeah, you can spend your time and you can just get a better output from them. Okay, let's get started. Now I'm just shifted to the new camera, but I don't know how exactly this is going to be performing. I'm just going to be experimenting it in this video. Let's gonna to be fun actually. What I do is that I will go onto my asset because we need an assets. We can't do like this way. Okay, so I have some of the assets, like this is a GIF image and this is some of the asset. I will provide you a link in the description where you can just get your assets there, or you can just download from the internet. It is also fine. You can put your own assets as well. You don't need to be you know pretty much in advance. You don't need to be. You can just create your own assets as well in Adobe XD. I'm not gonna show you that how exactly going to be created because I'm not on the UI and UX part, and that's why. Let's get started. Let's first run the application so that we can see the changes, how exactly the changes are actually going to be made up. npm start. Yeah, so my screen is there and my second screen is there. I'm managing both of them, and that's why I'm getting a lot more confusion right now. Okay, that's all right. Let me just open up a browser. Okay, actually I'm working on another application right now, and some of the tricky parts too. I'm going back here. Okay, so this is opening right now, and this will take some time. Let me just go on to expo.dev. Okay, yes, it's now opening, and I'm just pressing the A button. So we will opening into the Android Studio. I hope you have, if you don't have any Android emulator into your system, you can just use your phone. We have a different method to use a phone as well. You can just go onto the internet, search for them, and you will good to go. Okay, this will completely on your side, how you exactly going to be working on it. Okay, now let first create a UI, right? Before we started it out, we need to create a UI part, how exactly the applications are going to be made up like this. So I just created a basic UI there. Let me just show it to you. So this is my basic UI. Here is my code. I'm just writing a code in expo.dev website. You can just check this like this URL. This is a GIF. When you clicking on let's go button, this will create one particular image, one particular dice image. I have not implemented the real functionality into it, and that's why you might be getting some lags there. I can see this camera like watching the screens. I need to manage too much things. Oh, okay. So what we're gonna do, we will samely we are just removing this part, but before that we are removing the background as well. So I want to put a best background there. So what I do, yeah, I will put background color as a yellowish, which I put it here. So let me just control V there, and let's just apply it. Okay, so it's looked a little bit good, but you know what, we have an Android, right? And we wanted to use Android. We are using an Android platform, so we want from padding top at 20 because we wanna get our status bar in another position. We wanna in safe area. Okay, right? So what I do and what I prefer, if you are comfortable with padding top, and if you try to use a platform there, platform.os triple is equals to Android, and if it is, then 22 or 50. Okay, that's it. Save it. You will see the padding is on the top. Now what I will do, I will just remove this one, and I want to fetch an image there, right? I want to fetch a complete image in a GIF mode. So I just removed it and I'm just pasting my image there. Okay, obviously we need to design those kind of images. Let me just I'm just going with image. We need to pass a source there. So source, and here we are passing a source which is require, and yeah, we can pass in assets slash. So this is I think dice splash. Okay, so dice underscore splash dot gif. Save it. Oh, you can see it's good and it's pretty well working right now. But what we want is not just that, we want to manage the image size as well. So I will do image tag here, and after this inside this image tag, what we want to do, we just want to set an height and width, right? So I'm going with the height of a 200 and a width of a 300, or you can go with any possible thing which you wanted to go for. 300. Okay, and it's now refreshing. Okay, it's refreshing, but we are not applied it here. So style is equals to styles dot image. Save it. Okay, now it looks pretty well. It's a little bit smaller and it is onto the middle section. So what what we are going to do is that after this image I want a simple button there. Okay, yeah, the button will be touchable opacity button, touchable opacity, and inside this touchable opacity I'm gonna put just a text, a normal text. Okay, and we will put let's go. Okay, let's go. Now another thing which I want to tell you, that we need a dependency. So what exactly dependency that we need? Just click on this plus button, you will got another command prompt, and npm install at expo slash vector icons. Okay, yeah, I think so. Yeah, we need to download this expo vector icons so that we can use it. Okay, I hope so. I hope so. Okay, so that we can use the ionics which is used for using an icon. So I will tell you that what exactly it is. So here I want to put I want to design this button, right? So let's just design it first. Button. And what we will do, I will just give us a height of 40 and width of 200, and let's just say a background color. Okay, you can go for any other color. So I will go on another website which is a UI color picker, and here is the website. I will pick up any one color. Right now I'm just going with the blue color, and yeah, I will just copy it and paste it in this. Okay, and save it. Okay, I haven't applied here, so let's just apply it. Styles dot button. Save it. Okay, it is good, but now we need to more design it. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just need to improve this emulator little bit. Okay, I hope now you're watching it. Okay, now here what we're gonna do is that clicking the text onto the center. So align items in center. Also we want to justify content is also into the center. so that we will see the let's go is on to the center. Now another thing which is a border radius. So this is our border radius and border radius is 10. Save it. Okay. Okay, it's good. Okay, now here we are using a margin top there. Margin top 10. Save it. Okay, so I'm just putting some of the margin onto the top so that once we change the image, we wanted to a little bit gap between those, like image in button. Okay, another thing which I want to create is that a reset button. As I told you that we need a vector icons because of the refresh button that we needed. It is onto the vector icons. Okay, let's go there. So okay, before we go there, let me just I think that the text is little bit on white side. I need to be in white side, so I will do inline uh, color which is white. Okay, now it's looks decent. There is one more thing that you can create. I don't know how it's exactly working. Elevation is in 5. Okay, it looks pretty well. I don't really to guess it how exactly it's going to be looking, but yeah, it looks good. Not that much, but yeah, it looks good. Now what I want to do, I want to set a reset button there, right? So that's why I will put here ionicons. So I'm not sure that what exactly the name. So I'm going to import it, and from okay, @expo slash vector icons. Okay, so here is we can see ionicons. Okay, I got it. Ionicons, and yeah, here is ionicons, and inside ionicons we can pass some of the parameters like a name. Okay, so why it is not accepting it? I don't know why, but let me just okay. I think there is a problem. Okay, we got an icon there, you can see. Okay, now we can pass another property like a size there, and inside the size we can put your size in a direction mode. Okay, it looks little bit good, but what we're gonna do, I just need to cut it out, and inside the touchable opacity I want to put this out so that we will see that it looks touchable. Okay, both of them, and we want a gap between those. So what I do, I want to put margin top reset. Okay, I just put reset, and what we will do in a reset mode, margin top 20. Okay, save it, and let's go and apply there because we forgot to apply it so much time. Styles dot reset. Okay, so yeah, there is a reset, and let me just save it. Okay, now it looks good. Okay, it looks good. Okay, let's try to go with some functionality there, because not the app just is for UI, it's also for the functionality and backend. So let's try to do the things. First, what we will do, we will put this image in a variable. Why we are putting it into the variable? Because of we want to change that particular image, right? We want to change it. So we want to change it, that image, then we need to put this require into the another variable, and by default value will be this one. So what we're gonna do, we will say use state, and the name of the state is that path. Okay, right. Okay, now the initial state value will be this one. So let me just copy it, paste it here, and what we will do, we are removing it and putting path. Okay, Also it okay, cannot find the variable of use state. I got it. So we are not imported yet, and that's why it gives us an error. It fine, it's totally working right now. So now we want to change that particular image once we get the click on let's go. So how we gonna do that? In the previous video, in the previous project, when we are clicking on the toss button, we will understand that we need a random variable or a random number for that, right? So what we're gonna do, we can do a different function for this. I can put const, I can put any name, roll dice is equals to in array format. First, we need a random variable. Now, this random variable needs to be in 1 to 6 mode. So, what we can do? Well, we can do that. Const random is equals to maths dot flavor, and inside maths dot flavor, because we want a upper value. What exactly it is, we don't need it. So maths dot random multiply by, now multiply by 6, right? Because we want a 6 values. So I'm going with 6. Okay. And let me just log it here, that random, save it. And once we try to clicking on this let's go button, I want to on press it, on press roll dice, save it. And let's go on to our command prompt. Not this one, it's the first one, which is here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, what exactly this random is going to be done? We need to go with +1. Let's go, let's go. It's none. Okay, let's just try to understand what exactly is doing there. Const random, which is a maths.flavor function. So what exactly the problem here is that random is not just a variable, it's a function, and that's why this is a problem. And if I just save it there and if I just press let's go, we can see the values are coming up there. But you know what, we don't need a 0, and we want until the 6, not 5. So we can do it by just adding a 1 there. Let's go. So let's see. Okay, this is ending. Let's go. Oh, okay. First, I need to remove it and just adding a +1 into it, so that I hope. Oh, it's also getting in 0. Oh, I'm not saving it. Okay, 1 1 5 6 1 2 1 5 6. Okay, so we are not coming up with 0. Okay, that's good. That's actually good. So now what we are doing, we are getting a random value. Okay, now we want to set that whatever it is, whatever we get in a random, if we get 1, we want dice png 1. Okay, if we get 2, we want dice png 2. Okay, I hope you got the point, right? Let's go with a switch variable. Okay, you can go with if else if you wanted to go with, but I'm not. Okay, here is the key. So key will be like random, value will be like, if I get 1, then I want to put set path require an asset slash dice png 2, or sorry, dice png 1. So here is dice png 1.png. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. Now set, let me just copy this, Control C, paste it here. What it is like, it is for case 2, dice png 2. Okay, dice case 3, dice png 3. I hope I'm not going. Uh, okay, Control C, Control V. It's always going on to the back. Control V. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one. We can set it as a default mode. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we'll paste it here, remove this case statement, and this will like 6. We can say 5, right? 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so we have set it up the switch statement here, and we don't need this right now. Let's focus on the code. We got switch statement and we will set the path of it. Okay, and now I hope that application will create it. Let's go. Oh, you can see. Okay, now okay, it's not my fault, it's actually a image that is too much big. So we have another solutions too. So okay, resize, I think resize mode, and it is needs to be cover. Oh, sorry. So sorry, resize mode is in cover mode. Oh, resize mode. I think there is a property like a resize mode for it. Resize. React Native, I think contain, right? Contain. Okay, it's containing property. Yeah, I just forgot it. I'm not sure that. Okay, now it's working, right? Let's go. We need a 6. So where is a 6? Oh, we got the 6. And now another functionality will be like when we are trying to reset it, we want to reset onto the position. So okay, we can do it by just doing this one in Ionics Ionicons. We can put this touchable opacity on press, and we will call the function here. You can just create a different function in a different position, it's also fine. I'm just calling this function here, and in this function we just set a path, and in a require mode will be like yeah, here is it, which is a by default path. Control C there and a control V there. I'm just trying to create a simple application so that you could able to understand what exactly is going on there, right? I hope you got this point. Okay, you can see this is working. This is pretty good. This is totally working fine, and all the functionalities are until this point it's working. Okay, if you got an error or if you're stuck somewhere, you can just refer this code out. I will put this code in a text format, or I will just put it into my GitHub repository. I will put the link onto the description so that you can check this out. Okay, you can just check this out code, but don't don't message me in personal. My number is a little bit on public mode, but I'm not gonna student like who can work who are not working right now and who is free for all the time. So please don't personal message me. Okay, now this is a code. If you got an error, if you stuck somewhere, you can just refer this code, check that out where you stuck somewhere. But it is an easy code. This is the switch statement that we are using. This is a random keyword which we are using, a function which returns a particular path, and we are setting up this particular path in use state. And that's it all, my friend. This is just a basic UI which we are created until this point. I hope you got the point. I hope you got the idea. It's also a 25 minutes long video, I know that, but it's really hard for now me too, and when I want to edit it. Okay, so I hope you got the point. Let's catch up in the next one. Let's see in the next. Okay.